That's awesome. Good morning, everyone. This is Gavin Higashi with my Positive Insight interview. So it's kind of unique. I'm actually in Napa for a work function. They recognize the top salespeople in our company, and I was lucky enough to get to be able to spend some time with someone that I've followed on Facebook and just kind of know through social media channels. He's also a sales rep. He's based out of Laguna Hills. His name's Raphael. So Ryan, thanks for being here, man.
Good morning.
I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So go ahead and start off. Just tell us a little bit about you. Tell me you.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm a hustler. That's what I do. I eat, sleep, and breathe sales. I love people. So sales obviously is a natural calling to me, and I love helping people succeed. Coming up with game plans and following trends and just being a kind of a pioneer in the areas that people aren't paying attention to.
That's cool. So family-wise though, married, kids?
Married, 3 kids, and full of maybe many more. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's awesome, man. All right, so the way this works, I just ask a fey questions and you just give me your honest answer and,
Sure.
and what drives your mindset and what keeps you focused. So what are your whys? What gets you up in the morning?
My wife, my kids. I'm really motivated by fear and also money, but not to do bad things with money, to do good things with money, the things that you could help people with. So my number one is fear. I don't ever want to wake up and tell my kids or my family that we can't do. And so creating fun memories and just, using the ability that I was blessed with to help others.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And you and I talk a lot about Gary Vaynerchuk, and I know that fear thing is something that kind of he instills as well, that you got to have that healthy fear of losing what you have, because it's based on gratefulness. If you're not grateful and not thankful for where you're at and what you have, you forget sometimes.
Correct.
So I agree with that for sure. So any challenges that you've gone through in your life that have really resonated with you, that you learned from and grew out of, that you probably never forget?
Yeah, I'd probably say the biggest one was when I lost my father. And so, like Tony Robbins always says, like when you realize that the world works for you and not against you, it plays to your advantage. So when my dad, when I started my first company at 16, at 18, we were very fortunate with an opportunity, and I did well and I saved well. And then at 21, when my father passed, I took care of my whole family, and that was just an unfortunate situation, but I was prepared.
Yeah.
And so I from that day, it's every day that's it. Like it could end right there. So that's part of my fear. And so, yeah, I mean, I have to, at the end of the day, go home knowing I've accomplished things.
Right.
I can't just go and just get through. Like the standard is set so high that now it's, the lessons I've learned is you just can never just be happy to where you are. Like that works for some people, but for me, it was just to strive to be the absolute best, because I only have one shot.
Yeah, I guess what I'd add to that is those experiences, right, kind of build on themselves. So if you kind of stay in one spot, you're never going to continue to grow and leverage those lessons and leverage those things that you learned. So really good stuff, man. So reading really quick. Anything you read, anything you listen to consistently?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we collaborate on Gary all the time. So Gary's probably someone who changed my life probably back in 2005 when I was introduced to him or through different people. Read, I love reading, Dale Carnegie. The Call of the Wild is probably one of my favorite books to read. It sounds weird, but
who wrote that?
Jack London.
Okay. Oh, that's like a book from like elementary
correct.
school.
But now, when you look at the book from elementary school, and then now you read it as like a salesperson and kind of as a father and as a leader to an industry, it has a completely different meaning.
Okay.
And so, actually, there's a book that's the book my mentor made me read. And so, what's interesting, I have to read books. I don't know about you, but
every day,
2 to 3 times. I have to read the same book 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, no.
Because I can't process it that well.
Okay.
I wish I was smarter to take it all in the first time.
That's awesome.
So, books, more video, more audio. I like starting my morning once I get, kids are settled, with at least a 2 or 3 minute positive, message from Vaynerchuk or Tony Robbins, Ty Lopez, and now I'm going to listen to the people you collected me or turned me on to. So yeah,
very cool. It's there's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of people share. So very cool. So any quotes? Excuse me. Any quotes or mantras that you kind of live by? Sayings.
If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. That's probably
it doesn't make dollars. It doesn't make sense. Okay.
Yeah. No, I not really. Not. I wish I should be. I should read quotes or better. I'm a big affirmations guy.
Okay.
So I do. My parents never really instilled that, and so I'm just trying to, with my 5 and my 2-year-olds, doing affirmations on the morning on the way to school, and just taking that 2 minutes of reminding yourself that you're great and reminding yourself that you can help others and you're good.
Right.
So that's, I would say, probably more affirmations than
right.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I can see Jessica up office watching, and so Jessica said the same thing when I interviewed her.
Yeah.
She said she has very specific affirmations
Yeah.
that she does, and I think there's a lot of value in that for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of value. Well, man, congratulations for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time. If you don't follow him, try to look him up on Facebook. I'll tag him in this video, but look him up. He'll post videos every now and again when he's in his car, just with some really good insight that I personally love listening to. So thanks for all you do for me.
Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the time. I really appreciate it.
Now it's off to Florida next year.
Well, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
Support
We'll
this guy. He's amazing. Absolute stud.
Dude, you're awesome, man. So have a wonderful week, and enjoy the Sunday Positive Insight that we were able to do in Napa Valley with the vineyard behind us, which I thought was pretty cool. So see everyone soon. Bye.